what a battle. It wasn't always the prettiest game. It was kind of like two heavyweight fighters out there leaning. There were two teams that were really tired, leaning against each other. But I thought our conditioning wore out in the fourth quarter. I thought we got the loose balls, we got the rebounds when we needed to, and that's a testament to the girls and how they've worked all year, and the work they've done in the weight room. We've been lifting weights all through season. This is the first week all school year that we have not lifted weights, and I think that made a difference. And I couldn't be prouder. I'm so happy for our seniors because it would have been easy for them to not be happy with the coaching change and not accepted the way I did things because they were used to Coach Drown, and they bought in and they believed in me, and I'm just so happy for them. It was a huge factor. We talked about it before the game. It actually started last night when we were able to substitute and play some girls some extended minutes, and I thought it made us even though we were tired tonight, I thought still maybe a little bit fresher tonight, and then we got some bench production here. I mean, at one time I think Molly was 1 for 10 at one time, and if you would have told me that before the game, I probably stayed home. But again, the conditioning. She if you'd have seen her play, she was a good player in high school, but if you'd seen her play last year and see her play now, she's so much stronger. She's done the work in the weight room, and a lot of credit goes to Coach Allen, our strength coach. He's made all our girls better.
Well, yeah, those couple players you just mentioned, they're very good players. I've come watch them. They're very good. So, today, though, I was just focused, did not want to lose on our home court. I mean, for one, Fort Lewis brought us here, so it's a good matchup. Stopping their point guard, she was a solid player. Just got mad respect for her. It was a hard job. She made a lot of tough plays, too, so it was just a battle.
I don't know. It's just something about the atmosphere. I mean, our younger girls have done great all season, and I don't think Dee and I could be any happier with how the season has gone. So, I mean, it's just a different atmosphere. I think everybody's kind of stepped up, or people off the bench, even like you guys were saying, have done awesome for us. So, couldn't be happier.
Well, let me tell you about Angie. She was starting to play really, really well, and she was actually pushing Molly for a starting position, and then she broke her ankle. And she had to fight through that, and since she's been back, she really, quite honestly, and I think she would agree, she hasn't played her best basketball, but she stayed positive and stayed the course, and it was huge. I mean, if we don't have Angie on our team and she doesn't keep the positive attitude through these tough times since January when she broke her ankle, we don't win the game. So that's a real testament to her and her character and her parents and how she was raised. And again, I'm happy for our whole team. And I want to back up on the question for Ashley. I've been talking about Dee a lot, but Ashley's a warrior. She hasn't at times played well this year like she's maybe has in the past, but she never quits and she fights. I mean, every time we need a rebound late in the game, she gets it. Every time we need a free throw late in the game, she gets it. She's an absolute warrior, and I'm glad she's on our team. I'm not sure. I think, quite honestly, I think she's a little fatigued early in the game. To me, our whole team looked tired. But again, I think we still had the conditioning in the fourth quarter better than Fort Lewis. But I thought late in the game she got a little deeper. Early in the game, I thought they pushed her out a little bit farther out of her comfort zone. And I thought that was the key. I think she made a point of emphasis the second half to get a little deeper, and that made a difference. You're trying to make me cry. I'm so proud of her. She's been playing the two guard. She played a little backup point, but first of all, I was the dummy that didn't start her the very first game, and then I figured out she was our best point guard, and she's simply the main reason, in my opinion, this team's been so successful. I don't know if you guys know this, but she called probably half the plays in the second half, and most of them worked. And not only is she a tough, good basketball player, but she's got a good basketball mind. And I'm glad she was able to follow the tradition of the point guards here and do it. I honestly could not be more happy for a young lady.
Well, for one, I mean, it's an honor, but I feel like anybody on our team anyone else's name that was called could have earned it too. I mean, I'm happy about it, but Coach has so much trust in me, and I have so much trust in him and all my teammates that I think that just is why we did so good in this tournament. And I mean, I couldn't be any happier to play with this group of girls.
Well, it's huge. I think we play pretty aggressive defense, but our girls are smart enough not to foul. We have a goal that most teams probably don't do or don't think about. We try to make as many free throws as our opponent shot. And for the entire season, over 500 or 600 free throws have been shot. We're within like 15 free throws of making as many as our opponent shot. And that's not because I'm paying off the officials, okay? It's because our style of play. It's really simple. You be aggressive. You try to drive the ball. If you have a low post player like Molly and Angie, you throw it into them, and there's bound to be fouls. And then we just teach our girls to move their feet and stop dribble penetration. And then Molly helps because she's a great shot blocker. She can block with her right hand, her left hand. By being able to block shots with her left hand, that keeps her out of foul trouble. And all those things. That's a big reason for our success. And I've always tried to do that with my teams, but I don't think I've ever had a team, maybe one other team in my 27 whatever years I've been coaching that has come this close to making as many free throws as our opponent's shot.
I definitely think it comes from just practice, the things that we've done, and even just past experiences from the games this year. Especially like the leadership that we've been able to have also, I think helps, because we've been in the situations like last year we lost in the championship, and we just know when we get to those points that we need to come back together and kind of play together and just figure it out.
Absolutely. I don't know how we're going to replace them. Our freshmen have played great, and they've been a big part of our team. But the leadership, these girls have been through the wars. They've been in a championship game last year. Again, they know the process. And for us to bring in new kids next year, and they're going to have to learn the process really quick. And that was a luxury that I inherited. I think it needs to be mentioned that Coach Drown and his staff really set the table for this. They did a great job of recruiting. They brought in high character kids that play hard, and they're just good players. And then I was able to coach them and get lucky with them.